With a bat, bloody baseball, Damon finds her in the street and tells her that she must stay away from their parents. The couple will then be at Carly's to look for Joe. Meanwhile, Brent is taking a nap at his office. He wakes up and asks his assistant not to take any calls. Then he looks at a picture of his children, writing stating that he was also virus infected. Damon and Carly arrive home and notes that the housekeeper Sony is always there. They undertake and Tim asks where Josh the woman is. Calmly responds that he is in his bedroom. The couple peeks at the mop from Sony, which is covered in blood, and realizes that something terrible happened. Carly, course, was looking for his brother while Damon keep an eye on housekeeper. Carly finds a terrified Gage under his bed and crying. He claims that Sony did something very bad to her daughter but does not explain what. Sony leaves in the car after cleaning the mess, but an infected Brent is coming right after he enters the house and sees Damon in the kitchen. As he orders her out of at home, Josh hears it and comes out from under Carly's bed, asks her out quickly, but Josh insists on take his backpack. Brent is on point to attack Damon, but the call of his name by Josh get his attention. After seeing her child burn, loses the control and attacks Damon. Try to save them by Brent the sum of a single punch to the throat. He then trips over the car of Josh, what gives Carly and Josh the opportunity to go down to the basement and to shut themselves up. They take them down stairs and finds that everything is destroyed in the cellar. 3 weeks before the incident, Brent had brought a pool table and built it in the cellar to transform it into like. He is rather satisfied with his work until Kendall sees the purchase and asks him how much it cost. Brent starts yelling at him, saying he deserves to spoil himself one little because he works hard. As the two fight, one comes out Homer and maniacally smash everything what he just built. He says that he wants to regain his youth and his carelessness, but that he knows that it is not possible. Kendall agrees, claiming that she sacrificed her dreams and his aspirations for his family, and that even though she loves everyone, her old personality he lacks. Back to the present, Kendall comes home in the car hoping that her children are well. She listens to the radio, or the animator warns the parents not approach their children because we never know when they may be infected. Kendall quickly stopped her car, but it is too late because she is already infected and reaches his house. She enters the house and joins Brad. He knocks at the cellar door and asks the kids to get Kendall out, takes out an electric saw and tries to break down the door. At the same time, Brent goes to the other room to take her arm and find the holster. Quickly, little Josh shoots his mother through the door and the ball hits his shoulder. It turns out that Josh told Brent's gun and the keep in his backpack. There is some time. Kendall forces her husband to pour alcohol on his wound inside the children's cellar. Hear their mother cry out in pain and cry. Now Kendall and Bren can't force his way into the cellar for fear of being shot. Bren think of another way and tie up gas pipe to the basement. That way they plan to gas the children until let them faint and attack them at the right time. Kendall tapes cover the holes it just created in the door so that the gas does not leak. Not Carly notices it, booming her fingers to investigate, but she is again attacked by her mother while the gas starts to fill Carly's basement. Realizes what his parents are trying to do. A long time passed and Kendall and Brent is patiently waiting for their abandoned children. When they start coughing because gas, Carly hatched a plan. She finds a box of matches and carefully strip the box. Then secures it to the bottom of the door with a few matches, so when the door opens, matches ignite and cause an explosion because of the gas. Then she is yellow, enters an air duct and ramp to get out of the basement. Parents realize that children became silent. Then they make a hole in the door and the seat. Then they open the door, which causes an explosion. Badly injured, but Kendall survived and find the children in the hallways. As she tries to make them disappear, they are saved by Damon, who's alive. He and Carly hold back Kendall and locks him in the closet, but she manages to pierce the cheeks of Damon with a coat hanger and break free. As the fight continues, Kendall strikes with a mallet and the thumb of the balustrade. After that, Bran resumes conscience. Him and Kendall are approaching their children to eliminate them, but before he can do it, doorbell indicates that the parents of Brent are there. They open the door for them, but is immediately attacked. One chase begins in the house, in which Brent is being sued by his father as he pursues Josh. Finally, Brent and his father end by fighting inside a car. Back in the kitchen, Kendall tries to persuade the mother to Bran not to kill him, but like her doesn't agree. She hits her old lady with mallet. She then walks over to Carly and chases the grandmother outside. Also suddenly follows the car, in which Bran is hitting Grandma. Turkish is projected in outside because of the impact and is also instantly killed.